Good morning and welcome to Fortunate Creations. I'm Kim and I'm coming to you live from Fortunate Creations and Fundamental Hobbies here in Mechanicville, New York. So welcome in. Hi, everybody. I am fighting with the price gun right now. So I am a pretty smart adult, so this shouldn't be as difficult as it is. But it is. So anyway, for anybody that's new, I pretty much just kind of sit here and chat for an hour. Good morning, everybody. How are you, Tracy and Mary and Michelle? I know you mentioned you were here. So people on Facebook, if you hear me talking to somebody you can't see in the chat, that's because you can't see the YouTube chat, and vice versa with the YouTube, you can't see Facebook. So, so if you think I'm crazy, one, you know me, and two, I'm talking to somebody on one of the other platforms. This really shouldn't be this difficult. It really shouldn't, but it is. There's my Michelle. Michelle, my belle. I don't know French, so I can't sing the rest. My Michelle. Okay, so I got that. This looks right. This part. I. Good morning, Suzanne. I might set this down for a minute. In my defense, River Life did order purple stickers for me, but they were too wide. So I'm trying to put back in the white ones, but I didn't look at how they were in there before I pulled them out. So today at the store, I have 5 people coming in from 12 to 2 for Granny Square lessons. So that's what they requested for today's class. So other than that, the store is just open from 10 to 5 or 4, depending on how tired I am. But yeah, so we're doing a Granny Square class, and that's part of my show today. I've got so much to talk to you guys about. It's crazy. So last week, well, first of all, let me tell you about yesterday. Yesterday was adorable. It's fun. It's a lot, Michelle, but it's fun. Okay, so yesterday I did the Creative Kids, right? So every Saturday, 12 to 2, I don't have anything structured, but I have put it on Facebook that it's Creative Kids Club. So 12 to 2, kids can come in. Parents, please stay. Kids can come in and they can make a mess here, play here, craft here, and then mom and dad can go and I take care of the cleanup. So yesterday, the first set was 2 grandparents and, a 6-year-old and a 3.5-year-old. And I stressed 3.5 because he informed me that he was 3.5, not 3. So the 6-year-old and we had a blast. The 3-year-old, I had to keep reeling him back in. So we were playing with the air dry modeling clay. And before they got here, I had made up like 3 or 4 different things, a butterfly, a car, a mushroom, stuff like the easy stuff. So I had them set on the table, and the 6-year-old, Ellie was her name, she wanted to make the butterfly. I said, okay, cool. So I had my butterfly sitting there, and I said to her, now how do you think we start? So I gave her 1 clump, not a big one, but about this big, of yellow and 1 clump of orange. And I said, what do you think we need to do first? She says, let's do the body. I said, okay. Happy New Year, Arrow. Happy New Year, everybody. Sorry, I forgot it's a new year. So she told me we have to make little balls for the body. And I asked her to count the balls and this and that, and she was counting them. She did great. Well, Mr. 3-year-old comes over and he grabs the butterfly and went, and then he grabbed the mushroom and squished it. It was so funny. So anyway, needless to say, I had to reconstruct them from memory every time Ellie wanted to make one. So it went really great. I had 1 piece of clay. It stretched out really like half a heart. And I put my hair like this and I said, oh no, Ellie, I think my ear is swollen. And I said it there. Oh, she laughed so hard. So hard. Her little missing one little tooth. It's adorable. It was a great time. And then the grandparents, they were like, thank you for this diversion because the kids were staying over. And she's like, no, I didn't make it. I didn't make it, Arrow. But the kids were staying over and they were running out of ideas to keep them occupied. So this was they stayed for about an hour and a half. And then the second group that came in were two boys, 4 and 7, I believe, 4 and 6 or 4 and 7. And at first the little guy wouldn't even look at me. I was talking to him and he's looking at his mom and got his head down like this. So I don't know I think maybe his brother said something about a shark and he looks up and I was like, oh, you mean, I went, baby shark, do, 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 baby shark. And he lit up. The little guy lit up. Well, I had him from then on. We were playing the whole time. We were making sharks and monkeys and you name it, an elephant. It was really cool. It was fun. So, they don't have to stay the full 2 hours, but they're welcome to. And then I just said to Mom, I'm like, you just leave it, leave the mess, take their treasures, whatever they make, they take with them. And any of the leftover clay, like I give them each a bunch of clay and they can take that with them when they go. But we had a blast. So that was fun. It was really fun. So I've been making a lot of inventory for the store. Those of you that are following me on Facebook, you're going to see everything I make because I'm trying to be very diligent about putting up everything I make as I finish it. Last year, I'm looking around I almost said the classroom. I'm looking around the store and I'm seeing a lot of things that I made last year that didn't make it into my journal or my photos. So I'm trying to do better. And Arrow, I bought this. I don't remember where I bought it, but I love it. Michelle, I'm just looking back to see if he said it. Oh, good morning, Gloria. Calling Gloria. Gloria. Do. Don't you think you're calling? I don't know the words. But anyway, I don't see River Life here yet. Michelle, I don't know that he's here. He's not in the store with me. I'm here by myself. All by myself. I'm in the store all by myself. There's stickers all over here. No, nobody's in here with me yet. I thought Darlene would be here, but she's not here yet either. So that's all right. I'm chilling out in here. So I'm trying to get ready for today's class. So I have a bunch of stuff to show you. I just don't know where I want to start. So I think I'm going to start with, do you remember last weekend I tried to show you my photos of 2025's projects? Well, I was cleaning my craft room and I found my journals. You want to look through them? Now, this one is from 24. This is the year I started my channel. No. Before that. But anyway, this was the year I started journaling. And I just looked through this morning quick, but it's so fun. So I've got happy mail from people that sent me letters. From my yarn sister, Karen, who's probably still sleeping because she's out on the West Coast. She sent me these stickers. She sent me one of these. And I still have it on my desk at home. And she sent me this made into a box. Or no, I made this into a box. And I'm using it as a pencil holder on my desk. So I thought it was pretty cool. And then I received something from Amy, Hooked on Wishing Crochet. She sent me for Valentine's Day in 2024. She sent me a little stitch marker and some stickers. These are fun. You guys, I highly recommend you make these for yourself because they're so fun to look back on. Like here was the rest of the Valentine. She sent me a little shark notepad. And let's take a look. Oh, that's 2 pages. And then as if a premonition to what was to come, I got this postcard from Ruth with some cool stitch markers on there. You can tell it was new to the channel because it says here, good luck on YouTube. And this one is from Karen G. Happy March and spring. Then I got one from Huawei, all the way from across. I got one from Huawei for Easter. And this was also how I had never gotten anything airmail before, and I thought that was really cool, so I put it in here. I thought that was, and in the airmail, she sent me some stickers and stuff like that. Let's see, April 8th, 2024, 1,000. I did 1,000 something by April 8th, 2024. I don't know what. But I did 1,000 of something, apparently. If any of you remember, let me know because I don't remember. I don't know. And then I did some random acts of kindness where I made these little guys up. That's it, Michelle. Thank you. I hit 1,000 subs. Thank you. See, I knew you. Maybe I should put that in there. I'll put the word subs. There we go. All right, so I wrote subscribers. See, Michelle? Margaret is my Jiminy Cricket. You are my computer. So you're my calendar. You help me remember everything. And here's where I came up with my logo for Fortunate Creations, the Coffee with Kim logo I was working on, and the Be Creative. And then I thought it was cute. I put this in my coffee. It's Splenda, I believe, every morning. And it's, add more smiles to your morning. Create your own sunshine. You've got this. Be your best today. Replace I wish with I will. Life is short. Make it sweet. Be happy. It drives other people crazy. And the perfect moment is now. I thought these were really good morning, River Life. I thought these were really cool. And they actually are kind of like how I think, right? The best time is now. Eat the frog. Remember I told you about that? I do remember my coffee maker next to my desk. It's actually in here now. Yeah, that was good stuff. And this is where I learned Tunisian, new crafts. I learned Tunisian. I was playing with buttons. I got my Cricut. This is where I learned to do the Cricut. Not very good at it. And I was doing some cool squish painting. That's what I call it. It's like when you're a kid and you put the paint in the middle of the page and you open it up and it's always a butterfly. That one. But these came out cool. This one almost looks like scary faces. It's that ink blot test. What do you see when you look at this? Little by little, one travels far. That's really, I think that was a message that my friend Lori sent me, I believe. So many crafts, so little time. Again, I was playing with my Cricut, which, by the way, I bought myself a book, Cricut 101. So, oh, I did make a mess. See, you're my living journal. You guys, I'm going through this journal, but Michelle on here is my living journal. She remembers for me. So anything, Michelle, feel free to fill in any blanks. I made some spring hats. You know what this is? And it looks so terrible because it was a terrible outcome. Do you remember when I played with the resin? And I swelled up like Jabba the Hutt. Do you remember that? I was all, remember that? It was terrible. I didn't know that's what it was until the pressed flowers. And this this was definitely my first. This was when I attempted to make a crochet hook out of the resin. Let's see. Oh, I don't know. I was practicing. So I don't. Oh, you know what this is? I found a baby blanket, and this was the outside of it. So I put my name. How about quilling, you guys? I still love quilling. It's so fun. See, now I want to play with it. I might get that out. By no means did I make this. I found this in something that I bought, like almost like a secret box. You know what I mean? Like a surprise box. And this was in the bottom of it, and I put it in here because I'm so bad at. What is quilling? Arrow, quilling is when you twist the paper into shapes. If you look real close, let me turn it this way. That's all pieces of paper, strips of paper. Let's see if I can get it better. And you can make cards, you can make pictures, you can make all sorts of stuff with it. It's really fun and really pretty. I have, of course, a lot of it because that's how I roll. And then this. Michelle. Wait, I'll go get it. It is really fun. And I have been looking at it to go back to it because it's really cool. I might make some cards to put. I'll make some cards to put here in the store. And then this, I had made a prayer shawl for a woman, and she wrote me a thank you note. And then here is another thing from Huawei. Par avion, please. That must be via email. It is not at her house. It's here. It's here. I'm just not getting up because I have a lot to go through today. And these are postcards that came from Karen that I was coloring. So fun. Look, I love them. They're really fun. She sent me like one a month. And this was my little neighbor, Natalia. She drew her and me. She drew me skinny. I love that kid. Love that kid. Let me look. There's another postcard from Karen. If you remember, I did a quilling thing with this card. I blew it up and I made a picture out of it. And this one here is again from, it was my birthday present from Karen. Here's the pressed flowers, Michelle. There's the pressed flowers. And here's where I did the door swag for 2024. And then this ends with bravo. Bravo, chop. Which is sad because I wasted a lot of paper, but the book really wouldn't close. So that was my stroll down memory lane for 2024. And here's the one I made for 2025. Remember, I put the goat or the sheep on upside down and I left him there. I left it upside down. I can't. Oh, that's funny stuff right there. All right. So what do we got here? So I went on a YouTube with Camille, Ellen, and Lori. And we made and we made hold on, somebody's making noise out there. Somebody's blowing the snow off for me. Let me see if I can see who it is. No, I don't recognize him, but he's clearing the sidewalk. Thanks, dude. Oh, he blew my rug away. Okay. So anyway, we were on a live, and we made this hat together. No, it's not the neighbor. They went on a cruise. They're not there. I think it's somebody hired by the landlord. That's smart because it's really just a dusting of snow. So on the show, we all made this hat, and then I made fingerless gloves to match and a cowl. I wonder where that went. I don't have a picture of that in my pictures. Well, thanks, dude. Huh. Okay. So then I've got the somebodies that I made now. This is how to make them. Further back, I'll show you some other things, like how I named them and that I sent. How many did I send? 13? I think I sent 13 to Miss C for in Missy's cabin. She was sending it to the Appalachia kids. Excuse me. Sorry. And then I made my candy bark poncho. Here's the recipe for it. And I use cinnamon swirl Caron. This is a good idea. I might continue on with this. Although a lot of the projects I'm doing right now are scrap. So I don't have these. So there's the pattern. That's how easy it is. If you want my candy bark poncho, screenshot that. And then, do you guys remember the Santa Cloth Challenge from last year? So those of you that might not remember, I did a tree, like an advent calendar behind me in my craft room at home. And I had you guys, when we were on a live, I had you put down stitches, all different stitches, and then colors. And I mixed them all up and I randomly put them in the tree behind me. And each day I picked one. So each day I had to make a towel, a scrubby, and a washcloth each day. So day 1 was the crossed double in red. Day 2 was the lemon peel in yellow, and that was from Lisa. Day 3 was the front post double in white. Then Dottie came up with a single crochet in rose. Day 5 was the moss stitch in black. 6 from Frizzy was the popcorn stitch in purple. Then I had the double crochet in turquoise, the half double in green, the crunch stitch in blue. Yes, Michelle, I gave them to my family as gifts. And plus I have some here in the store that were left because, I I had 25 of them. So I'm selling some in the store as gift baskets. Let's see, the iris stitch, in yellow, the basket stitch in tan from MDL Crochet. Then the window stitch, I believe that was also from Michael. Then I had the half double crochet in anything but pink, the alpine stitch in beige, the knotted half double in purple, the shell stitch variegated, the star stitch in orange, the waffle stitch in brown. Here was a pretty one, the Catherine wheel stitch in lavender. That one was really pretty. Then I had the Pico in blue, the Granny in green from Ginny. And then the last ones were the Jasmine stitch in red, the even moss stitch in purple, the V stitch in peach, and then the wave stitch in yellow. And what I did was for each one of these sets, I found a foaming hand soap like at Bath and Body, and I matched the soap with it. Hello, Lynn. How are you? So that was really fun. That was a really great challenge. It was a challenge. Let me tell you, it was to make the full set every day and then to record. It was a lot. That's all right. Here's the actual recipe for Bravo. Bravo is a wiggle worm who likes to have good manners. I can't remember this. But anyway, there he is. That's the actual. So I didn't get to this. This was one I wanted to get to. It's a poncho with sleeves. Bagode did it. I didn't get there. The corner to corner blanket. I didn't put that in. I did get that, and it did make into my pictures, but I didn't get that in there. There's the somebody. Now, here's the ones I gave to Miss C. So Miss C was asking for donations of somebodies, and I said, what about the somebodies? And so I sent her Hazel, Chloe, Chaz, Dex, Ivy, Lyric, Cooper, Lyle, Pippi, Della, Thistle, Lily, Merlin, Mo, Tide, Otto, Sky, Dusty, Dazzle, Butterscotch, Lilac, Hoots, Crimson, and Hugh. So those are the ones that I sent to Miss C. Here's my recipe for the Ruana that I made. I have it at my desk at work. I don't love it, but you know what? It works. So, and then I had to write down how to do the adult hats and the youth hat on the Addy because I kept forgetting how many rows, and I like to do the double hats. So in case you're wondering, it's 120 rows with a 4 weight on the big Addy. And then the youth is 100. Excuse me. And I fold it over. So it's 60 rows each. I don't know why I'm yawning. Well, I do. I didn't sleep very well last night, but whatever. Let me see. The cat's meow blanket. You notice that page is blank. I had every intention. I never got there. This is also good for me to look back and say, okay, you never got to this. Why don't we do it this year? So I'm going to transfer it over to my new book and see if I get to it. Fingerless gloves on the Addy. 68 rows on the small, double it over and stitch for the thumbs. Super easy. I made River Life a blanket, super bulky, 100 doubles each row and just back and forth till it was the size I needed it. Oh, a lot happened, Joanne. What I miss? What did I miss? Here's my Pebble Beach poncho. 2 points, 6 millimeter hook, 4 weight yarn. Every one of my ponchos you're going to see, they start with chain 72. Every one of them. And then I go back and I do the neck, however. Oh, nice. The Pebble Beach one, Michelle, is that the one you're talking about? Yeah, so it was a 3-row repeat. I really like that. I like the pattern, I like the yarn, and I like that poncho. A hunting cowl for my brother-in-law. That was really cool. That was what I did in Tunisian. I actually made something in Tunisian. Tunisian is very fun for me, but lately when I'm crocheting, the cat's meow. Yeah, I didn't get to that. When I'm crocheting, usually I'm talking or doing 10 other things, so I can't concentrate like I need to with Tunisian. So I revert back to my regular. And here's the wool ease. Now I use the Hudson Bay wool ease. I think it's a bulky 6. It's over there for sale. It's beautiful. And then my neighbor, I did a V-stitch poncho from Bag a Day. I can't show you that because that's her recipe, not mine. Stitch challenge. Didn't get anywhere with that. I did one, the tulip. And here was all of the somebodies that I was making. I got through March and life happened. I think my grandson was born. Something. And then what was there? Now I was trying to figure something out. 3 purple, 5 blue. I think this is a temperature blanket I was trying to figure out. I think. And this one was the Yo t-shirt orders. Okay, you guys. Yo, I wish Amber was here because that was so funny. I was trying to explain something to everybody that was on my live. And I was like, when you put the yarn and you get, what's it called? And Amber wrote, yo. And I was like, yo, Amber, what's up? And she's like, no, yarn over, yo. That was awesome. Well, good morning. Oh my goodness, that was so funny. I wear that t-shirt often. That was so funny. That's the monthly. So here's where the menu started. here's where I started making the whole menu for the school. Oh, little do I know how much people love that. They absolutely love it so much that I can't not do it. I was going to, after this break, I was going to kind of phase it out, but I can't because now I have people coming in. It is funny, isn't it? You can't help it. I was like, yo, Amber, what's up? She's like, no, you moron. She didn't say I was a moron, but I felt it. So yeah, this is how that all started. I wear mine all the time too. That's so funny. Yeah, so it started, I was going to do a monthly menu. Little did I know it turned into every single day at school. Camper rugs. I made about 15 of these. And all they are is the sugar and cream doubled. So I use 2 different colors together. And I use them in my camper because you know people have dirty feet when they come in that camper. And here is when Frizzy and I tried to get Bravo off. Oh, sure, I can. It's small work, but I can show you. You'll have to take a couple classes. What was I saying? Oh, so yeah, that became a little bit too much for both of us, and we decided it's going to have to go on the wayside for now. And I look back on this, and somebody was talking about they had to have a word for the year. Hear my voice crack? Year? A word for the year, and my word is learn. And I think I lived up to that. I think I learned a lot, crochet wise and crafting wise. So I think I lived up to my word. What will my word be? Let's decide that before we're done. Here's the dumpster fires. Remember I made the dumpster fires for my coworkers? That was fun. Michelle, you got one too, right? I believe you did. And then that was the end of 2025. So this year I'm going to be better about keeping it going the whole year. This is my journal for this year. It's not quite as fun and pretty, but it is quite extensive. So I have the calendar in the front where I can write down. I'm actually going back and writing in how many people came to the class and how it went and this and that. So that's pretty cool. And then I'm putting in all of my recipes in here. Keep waiting. Oscar can't go anywhere. I love him too much. So I have to get this organized right now because random crochet hook. I'll make you an Oscar if I so yeah, I have to go through here and I have to organize because I've got ponchos in where the toys go. He does need to be next to your cactus. So I've got the hamburger. I've got the bucket hat, the bouquet of flowers dishcloth. Those are fun and easy. So you guys want to see what it looks like when I'm making up? When I'm creating a pattern, this is what it looks like. First of all, I'm writing with my left hand because everything's on my right. So I have the pen and the paper over there. So I'm writing with my left hand. So it looks like a 4-year-old wrote it with his feet. And then I cross it out. It's like 4 rows of this, no, 3 rows of this, no, stuff like that. So this is what it looks like when I'm trying to figure it out. And then when I'm done, I have to go back and translate this into a real recipe. So that's where I am so far with this. I'm loving it. But I got to keep it up. Good morning, my dear Mama Wench. How are you, honey? Good to see you. You're never too late. It's fine. I'm just yabber jabbing. You know that. So today's class is about granny squares. Now, a lot of people don't realize the variety of granny squares. How many different things you can do with granny squares, how many different ways you can make granny squares. So I said to myself, I said, self, why don't we, excuse me for 1 second. Sorry. And so why don't we go through the books I have, you know me and my books, and see what kind of granny squares I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 books I have. Well, I'm doing the class today. If it goes away, I'm doing the class today. So yeah, 15 books just on granny squares. So I'm trying to figure, I really want to make every one of these, right? So there's, all right, Michelle, you got a pen? I want you to write down how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 20 granny squares in here. I've got 15 in here. 52 in here. 30 in here. 100 in here. Darlene, I will have the class again. Which one? You got to let me know what one you're talking about. Oh, this one doesn't say how. Oh, here we go. 15 more in here. 10. Oh, wait. 20 individual motifs. Okay. This one's vintage. This is an old school one. 40 one-of-a-kind grannies in here. Are you still with me, Michelle? Are you still writing them down? Okay, second pile. We got 20 more in here. We've got, I don't know what that's doing. Close that. Okay, 35 of them in here. 50 in here. 100 in here. 144 in here. 200 in here. And last but not least, 101. All right, Michelle. Let me know how many squares I have to make. Plus, don't forget I have 2 boxes of the squares, each with 52. That's 104. That I can add up together. Too many, right? Well, I wanted to see if we could add up the total. 942. Yeah, I have. Yeah. So Michelle, does that include the 2 boxes? Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so that includes them. Divide that by 365. See how many I would have to make a day? Like 3 a day, I think. 3, 1, 3, 4. 34. Oh, before the, okay, so add in the 2 boxes. So 942 plus, I'd have to make, so add in the 2 boxes as well. So we've got 942 plus 104 equals, that's 1,046, right? Divided by 365. So if I did 3 a day, I'd finish in the year. I mean, obviously I'm already 4 days off, so I'd have to make 12 of them right now. Yeah, we'll do 3 a day. Maybe I'll see if I can do that. Don't hold my feet to the fire, but I'm going to see if I can make one of each of these. Because I have the books, right? I might as well do it. And then I also just got a new book, which I left home. It makes me very sad. I got a new book about little stuffies to make, some amigurumi. So 101. Some of these I have made, so I would be making them again, which is fine. I could go faster. Yeah, some of these I've made. So should I? There you go. I think I'm going to try. Right? So what if I made them all about the same size and stitched them all together for a blanket or something? Here's some more math for you. How big is a full blanket? How many inches? And then I need to divide that by how many squares? I don't know what that means. Yeah, I could put it together for something, but I think my corner to corner is going to be one of my entries in the fair. What I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm going to enter stuff under Brian's name, under River Life's name, so that they don't know it's me. So there can't be any anybody knowing it's mine when they. You avoid. Oh, I love granny squares. That's my go-to. If I sit down and I don't know what I want to make, I just make a couple squares. To me, it's really relaxing. What size hook fell out of that book? 4.25. By the way, this is the size hook that I've been using for all of my amigurumis. Oh, no. I don't think I have one like that. No. We could try to see if there's one in one of these books. I was going to say we could make one up, but I'm not making one up when I have over 1,000. Yeah, that's how I am with most things now, Marianne. That's why you saw my chicken scratch in my book. I will take a look at something I've done before and kind of know the concept and then make up my own stuff. I'm doing that right now with succulent plants. So if you follow me on Facebook, you see I did a succulent plant, a hanging. Let's see if I have a picture of it. Right here. I did a hanging succulent plant. And I put it hanging in a hot air balloon. So the succulent's hanging out of the basket. It looks like it's crooked. It is not. I hung it at the edge of that thing and it looks crooked, but it's not. I've also been making some totes. Home is where my yarn is. Get your knit together. I made some signs. So those are cool. The problem is I buy the blank metal signs and they're all pretty much the same color. So all of my signs are going to look the same, just say something different, which I mean, that's fine. But I don't want it to look boring. Like over there, the signs that he bought that were manufactured, they got all different colors and shades and this and that. And obviously I still am learning the Cricut. So I need to learn what I can do before I start going crazy and wasting vinyl. The modern granny. I do have paint and I tried that. But sometimes when you lay the vinyl down, you have to pull it and line it up and the tape pulls the paint off. I tried that, Michelle. There's got to be a way to do it because I did try that and I know it's possible. I just have to be able to lay it down one time. So you have transfer tape. Okay, you take the transfer tape, you put it over the vinyl, and then lay it down. So you pull off the tape and it leaves the vinyl down, and the tape is pulling off the paint. So that's where I am with that. Even if I lay it down straight the first time, I still have to pull that tape off, and it's not very good for the paint. So that comes off. So I'm figuring that out. I have 12 or 13 blank signs that I need to do. Oh my goodness, you guys! I actually went back to bed this morning. I got up at like 4, and I was making a succulent, and all of a sudden I was like, I'm going to lay back down. So at 7 o'clock, I laid back down for 45 minutes. I know that, but even if it lines up perfectly, Michelle, I still have to pull that tape off, and that tape still pulls off the paint. So even if I lay it down straight the first time, it still pulls off the paint. You picking up what I'm laying down, Michelle? Are you smelling what I'm cooking? I don't know. No, and you know what? I have not sold any woobles yet. But I did just put them up like yesterday. I got them the day before. I think I got them Friday, and I just put them up yesterday. But I think I'm going to do a woobles class. So the class is going to be the cost of the wooble set plus like $10 for my time and instruction. And I'll see if I might do that next Saturday. For the kids, I might put that up as an event. Now that I am an official woobles dispensary. Is it a dispensary? Retail location. I don't know. Where did I put my, oh, there it is. Oh, you guys, anybody got a new arm to sell me? I mean, this one's just getting worse. I got to pick it up and move it places. This is going to fizz and make a mess. My neighbor just texted me that she has the flu. I'm like, no, you were just in my house. Don't have the flu. So I brought her over some Tylenol cold and sinus. I love ginger ale. I also brought her over a funny sign that I will not tell you what it says because it's got a naughty word on it. Well, not really. Did you ever play that game Mad Gabs where you say a different word but it sounds like something else? That's kind of what I gave her, but it sounds like a bad word, so I can't tell you what it is. But it's a chicken. Those of you out, okay, take a pen and write the word F, then CAWF. And that's what it says. Oh no, Marianne. Again? Oh. What can I sing to you this time? I've got to sing a song to you to give you back your Crojo. Where is Crojo? Where is Crojo? Here I am. Here I am. How are you today, sir? Let's go and crochet, sir. Run away. Run away. There you go, Marianne. Hopefully that brings back your Crojo. Kind of like, where is Thumpkin? Oh, really? Nice. I hope I found it for you, Marianne. I would say use your Addie, but we won't talk about that. Maybe your Addie ate your Crojo. Maybe the dingo ate your baby. Maybe your Addie ate your Crojo. I'm sorry. In my head, it's funny. I can't help it. We were actually watching some old Seinfeld episodes last night. And I'm telling you, I was laughing like I'd never seen them before. It was the one where they got invited to. That was just for you. A lean, 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 lean. A lean, 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 lean. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're better now, Darlene. I hope so. Leanie, how the heck are you? We're looking for Marianne's Crojo. I found it and I sang her a song. How are you today, sir? Let's go and crochet, sir. Run away. That's just for you, Marianne. It's all yours. You may have it. I can't do a video of it for you, though, because as soon as I hang up here, I got to set up for my class. Good. Well, that's just good. Can we talk about the weather? What is Crojo? Crojo is the urge and the love of crocheting, as I see it. So people say they lost their mojo, which means they lost their good mood. They lost their energy to do something. Well, your Crojo is the urge or the energy to crochet. And Marianne is looking for her Crojo. So I'm hoping that my little song scared her into crocheting, so I won't sing anymore. Oh, it's a good time. Good time. And by the way, if I missed anything that I know, that's why I tried to make up a new one, Marianne. I tried to make up a different one. And I mean, that was just on the fly. So you gotta, if you want a better one. And did you find your Crojo after it? See, maybe that's the key. You got to sing about it for a little bit. Put down your hook and sing. Excuse me. I'm drinking now. I had enough coffee, so I'm drinking my ginger ale. Marianne, I lost my Crojo for a couple days. And I lost it a bit last night. So I had a long day playing with the kids and this and that. And I crocheted a lot over the past couple of days. And I got home yesterday at 5 o'clock. I closed the store and went home. And so I got home and I just looked at River Life. I said, and this is what I'm doing the rest of the night. I kicked my shoes off. I laid on the couch. I'm like, I'm finished. I don't want to do anything else. He was like, okay. He doesn't care. I could lay around all day. He doesn't care. You're considering making a bleep stitch decorative pair. I don't know what a bleep stitch is, but I know what a parasol is. And those are beautiful. That's going to be a lot. Oh, right. How much you love the pineapple stitch. No, why would you do that to yourself? You can make a parasol without doing the pineapple, can't you? What do I say about knitters? As far as if they lose their knitting. They lost their Kojo. You can't just enter in the New York State Fair. You have to enter in a county fair and win a blue ribbon, and then you get to enter in the state fair. I believe that's how it goes, Darlene. So what do I say about knit? You mean as far as you lost your Kanojo? Get your knit together. That's what I say. Here, I have that sign. Ready? Get your knit together. Where is it? Here you go. That's what I say. Get your knit together, man. You're a new knitter. I only knit on the Addy. I tried knitting. I don't enjoy it enough to continue doing it. So I stopped, and I have two different size Addies. By the way, hold on. I got to get comfortable here. Sitting on this little thing. I have two different size Addies. Well, I don't anymore. I gave one to Darlene. I ordered a new one that's not here. Not here yet, so I don't have a little one yet. But I only use the Addy. I just don't enjoy knitting enough. Maybe I haven't given it enough time. I don't know, but I love crochet enough to take up all my time. Speaking of time and crochet, y'all know that I have like arthritis in my hands. Like, look at my pinky. It's taking a trip. So I was on Temu. I know how you feel about Temu. That's all right. So I bought a hand massager from Temu, and I'm thinking, it is what it is. Take it from where it's from, right? So I put my hand in this thing, and it massaged perfectly all the spots that hurt so bad. I'm telling you, I need another one so I can do both hands at once. It's awesome. It's on Temu. I think it was actually one of the things, if you've shopped on Temu, you get free stuff. If you spend so much, you get for whatever. But I think one of these things was the free thing I got. So I really didn't think, I'm like, whatever, it's free, which it probably isn't really, but. So I put my hand in it, and it just started. And I was like, oh my gosh, it felt so good. I wish I had it here. Hindsight 2020, right? You still use your knitting machines? Yeah. So I tried out my theory about if they say the Addy is cheating, then so is the sewing machine. And 90% of the people agreed with me. So there's that. Yeah, I like the knitting machines. I think they come out. Yeah. So Mary, I got one yesterday, and the letters were peeling off. That's the only bad thing I have to say about anything I've ordered from Temu. Other than that, everything's been great. But I do get a lot of my crochet t-shirts that I don't make myself. I get them on Temu, and I haven't had any problems except that one. And that one was actually a sweatshirt. So it was a sweatshirt that it says, I like to crochet, but my favorite hobby is collecting yarn. And on the word favorite, the tops of all the letters were peeling off. Yeah, other than that, I'm telling you, other than that, every experience I have with what I've bought at Temu, I love it. So I'm good with it. Can you guys believe we've been on an hour already? I got to get ready for my class. I was supposed to stop and I was going to get a bottle of wine just to have fun, because nobody knows what I'm doing in here. But I didn't get to the liquor store. Yeah, but this wasn't, this Temu shirt came peeling off. I didn't wash it and it peeled off. It just came like someone was pulling it off, and it peeled off with it. So, but that's fine. I like everything. Like I said, everything else I had is great. And I will order again. Bird raid. Tank. Bird raid. Bird raid. Bird raid. What does bird raid mean? I don't know what you mean. Songbird. I love my Margaret. Always let my Margaret be my guide. Hi, Margaret. Give a little. Oh, I choked. Give a little whistle. And always let my Margaret be my guide. I'm glad you're here, Margaret. Well, hello, everybody coming over from Margaret. Oh, I get it. Get it. Oh, I would like some pancakes. I would like some pancakes. Bird raid. Well, I would definitely love some pancakes. I guess I should get off of here, you guys. It's been an hour. I got stuff to do. Well, I'm going to stay on a little bit then. So, hello, Rita. Welcome in. Margaret sent you over. Yay. Always let my Margaret be my guide. Right? Or, you know what I thought of was flock of seagulls. That's the first thing I thought of. All right. So I think, let me start with this book. Good morning, Margaret. Did you make your pancakes? Now, you know I'm not going to like these corner ones, but I'm going to do them. Margaret, I have over 1,000 squares to make this year. It's like 3 a day. And I'm already behind 4 days. Well, 3 days. Yeah, we counted up all of the granny squares and blocks that I have. You did make us hungry. I had a new Life cereal. So get this. The cereal is strawberry, blueberry Life cereal. So I look at the ingredients. There's not a strawberry in it. And there's carrot juice. What? I just like plain pancakes. I don't like chocolate chip. I like plain pancakes. Yeah, Margaret, I have 15 books and we counted up inside all of them. Plus, I have those 2 packets of the box cards. I have those. So I'm going to try to make them this year. That'll be my New Year's resolution instead of a resolution, a cresolution. My crochet resolution, my crocolution. That's it. There you go, everybody. Instead of making a New Year's resolution, make one that has to do with crocheting specifically. Call it your cresolution. I hereby declare that my New Year's resolution is to make as many of my 1,000 squares as I can. Ooh, I do like Special K with the strawberries, Mary. Yes, I do. It's got the real strawberries in it. That's it. That's my resolution, my goal. Wish me luck. I don't see why I can't do it. I mean, granny squares, most of them are super easy. Now, here's my question. Should I try to match the colors they have exactly? That would require, Margaret, cover your ears, me to go shopping for yarn. So if I need to match the colors, I need to buy yarn to match the colors. What do you think? Good. There you go. It's a resolution. It's not a resolution. Get your whips done. As many whips as you can. I don't have any. Well, I have 2 blankets right now. That's it. My 2 corner-to-corner blankets I have going right now. Mary, did you guys see my resolution joke on my Facebook? It said, January 1st, 2026, 12:01 a.m. My resolution is to not buy yarn just because it's on sale. It said number 2 at 12:04 a.m. Sale at Michael's. Try again next year. Oh, yeah. I don't have to match unless you just love the colors. Well, yeah, see, that's what I was thinking is I don't necessarily But some of them are just really pretty. Look at this. They even give you ideas of putting them all together. So yeah, 1201, I'm not buying yarn just because it's on sale. 1204, try again next year. Michael's had a sale. I can't. I mean, obviously some of these colors I have. But you never know. You never know. Forget about it. All right. I guess I should get going, you guys. Well, the good thing is, Mary, now I am, I have a business account on Amazon. So it's cheaper. Excuse me. So even if it's a low price, I get it lower on Amazon. Plus, if you look on Temu. Oh, did you? Wait a minute. The sign right here. Yeah, Margaret, that's all. This is River Life's side of the store. I'm just sitting at his desk because he's not here today. All right, you guys, I'm going to get going so I can get ready for my class. I'll be here next Sunday, same time, same station, and who knows what we'll talk about then. I will give you an update on how many squares I got done. So I need at least the 1st through the 4th, right? And then each day coming up. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing. And I'm thinking about a Woobles class. River Life calls them wobbles. You don't know. It's fine. All right, you guys. I love you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for over an hour. Have a great week. I love you guys. You start my week off great. Remember, always be happy, be kind, be creative. I'll see you guys next Sunday. Bye, guys. See ya. Color theme. I agree, Michelle. Good morning, Ginny. You're not late. I love you.